Hi guys, welcome. Danny here from the Magic Junk Drawer. So today I wanted to discuss, when it comes to, I've already discussed, being shystered by people, people that are going to tell you that you have a curse on you, and people that are going to tell you that you need to pay them $7,000 to have a hex removed, that kind of stuff. Well, this is the opposite. This is paying people what they're worth and why you have to pay people. And why people don't work for nothing. So I used to have this debate with one of my friends all the time where his argument was, if you got into some kind of a field where you were looking to help people, you should not be charging them. And if you do charge them, you shouldn't be charging them a lot of money. Now, my argument is that you don't have to ever buy a service from somebody if you think that the price is too expensive. But if you are going to buy a service from them, you have to pay them. That's it. So, me personally, I like to keep my prices low because I feel like I don't want it to be, a hardship on anyone, and especially if somebody does need help. But on the other hand, you have to pay me for my time. That's only fair. So we would have this debate all the time, and we would also talk about different things, people that got into fields of trying to help people and do things for people that need help. And I feel like as educated as we get, we're only educated enough in what we know. For example, I'm a yoga teacher, so I know when a class is sequenced well. I also know when a class is not sequenced well. Now, I'm the kind of person that unless my opinion is asked for it, I'm never going to complain. I'm not a complainer. I find it to be which reminds me of another video I'm going to make. I just find complaining to be a really unattractive trait. If somebody asked me, if a new teacher said to me, I took their class, and the person said to me, what did you think of the class? How was this? I would be honest with them. I would say, well, I would have done this first, or in my opinion, I'm not crazy about doing this and then that. But I would never, ever offer my opinion just willy-nilly, because I think that it's rude and it's, whatever. But if you're not educated enough at knowing how a yoga class should be sequenced, then you may not know whether or not you have a good teacher. I have heard teachers, right? I've heard people come in and ask a teacher a question, and I've heard a teacher give an answer that I think was so much BS that I'm like, oh my God, where did he pull that out of? Because I don't think that is true. And, that's what I think. And for me, I like to have a lot of integrity. So if somebody asks me a question and I honestly don't know the answer, I will always say, and I've done it so many times, let me check with my teacher, or let me check with so-and-so because I know they've been teaching longer than me. Let me ask because I'm not sure. Because I don't, it's for my own integrity. What happens if the person says, oh, well, I went and asked so-and-so and they said this, but you told me that. You know what I'm saying? It's for my own self too. Besides, I want to be more educated. So, for example, talking about being ripped off, which is going to lead me to another video. I had a friend who told me that she got a puppy, and when she took the puppy to the local vet wanted to pull all of the puppy's teeth. Why would you pull your puppy's teeth? They fall out just like children's do. Would you take your 2-year-old to the dentist and say, pull all his teeth, and then when he's 8 and his big teeth grow in, he'll have teeth? It's insane. I also heard another story once of a dentist who wanted to drill out somebody's healthy teeth that didn't have any cavities and wanted to refill them as preventative. Really? What happens if I don't ever get a cavity? You just drilled out my entire head for no reason? That's insane. So what I'm saying is that if you don't know any better and you just believe these people because you think that they're educated and that they know better, then you could get shystered. You go in for an oil change and you're like, oh, I need an oil change, and they're like, well, the oil's okay, but you're going to need a new clutch and your transmission is burnt up, and meanwhile you're like, oh, the car is got 3,000 miles on it. Oh yeah, but you're going to need a new engine. Well, you're being shystered. But they count on you not knowing any better. And then they scare you and you think, oh, I need to do this. Bullshit. Go take it to somebody else. Go have your teeth looked at by somebody else. Go see another vet, because this is insane that people do that. But people that don't know any better fall for it. And I'm not going to say I was never scammed before. I've been scammed so many times. I don't. But the older I get, the more I'm like, it's not happening anymore. You're not scamming me. This is bullshit. So it's just think about that. You don't want to get scammed, but you do have to pay people for their services. You have to pay them something, okay? And if you don't want to use them, that's fine. But we've gotten into this debacle a couple of times about, people that get into like service businesses like yoga, and that if you want to teach yoga, you should do it for free. And then who's going to pay my bills? Am I going to tell, the phone company, well, I teach yoga, so I'm not going to pay? I mean, it just doesn't work like that. So anyway, that was just a topic that came up recently. I was talking about with somebody, and I thought that I would make a video. So if you have comments about it, comment below. And if you like what we're doing here at the Magic Junk Drawer, don't forget to like and subscribe, share us with your friends, and we will see you soon. Bye.